silent night, holy night. All is calm, all is bright. Round yon virgin love and child, holy infant soul tonight. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Anyway, enough of that. This is a different type of comic book review. No pre-recorded musical introduction. That was all me, all live for this impromptu Christmas review of a comic book. I had to review quickly because it is so fun and stupid in the best ways. And it ties back to a previous issue. It is the Vampirella Helliday 2025 holiday special. And usually these things are one-shots, completely use the word, but this actually begins where the last one ends. Last year, Vampirella had to save Christmas Town from a vampiric Santa Claus. And we left off, and we didn't know who turned Santa Claus into a vampire. And in the last page, we found out it was the snowman. And so we left off with a bit of a cliffhanger that I thought we were going to leave hanging. But no, this is not at all the case. We start back off with a recap of what happened in last year's book. And we see, Christmas Town, the snowman kind of giving the introduction and the narration. And we go from him explaining everything, and then we cut to this panel right here where we're looking through a burning hole in the snowman, and Santa Claus on this next full panel page with a flamethrower says, "Ho, ho, ho, Santa's back, bitches." That sets the whole tone for this book. It is campy, it is ridiculous, it is vulgar. Lots of funny stuff in here. Not for a kid or somebody who doesn't like, more than a rated PG in their entertainment. Some funny things throughout is, like, every so often, whenever Vampirella comes across somebody, they call her they're like, what's going on with the vampire hooker? And it pisses her off more and more every time that she is being called a vampire hooker. But the story kicks off. Like I said, we jump cut to Santa Claus coming back to Christmas Town with a vengeance, and then we go back to Vampirella back the 12 days of no Christmas earlier. And we find out that, because Santa Claus had been banished from the North Pole after Vampirella vanquished him, there's no more Christmas. And so the Council of Holidays, they track her down in effort to bring back Christmas because they're working too hard. The Thanksgiving turkey, he's losing too many family members. The pilgrim is getting overworked. The pumpkin, the spirit of Halloween, the Easter bunny, St. Patrick's, they're all getting overwhelmed. And they need Vampirella to bring Santa back to Christmas Town and bring back Christmas. And so that's where the adventure jumps off, and you find Santa. I am including more spoilers in this issue than usual, but it is what it is. It's impromptu, just a quick thing, and it's a one-shot. So it's not really going to be a lot of threads you want to miss, but I think it's something that, even with knowing more of the story, it'll be something novel and fun to read for yourself. But she eventually tracks down Santa Claus, where he has been reduced to being a male stripper. To go back with her to take over Christmas Town from the snowman. And we find out that the whole thing, why Santa Claus became a vampire in the first place, why the snowman turned on him, It was all a plot between Baby New Year and the spirit of Halloween to get rid of Christmas to bring more importance to their holidays. It was creative, it was vulgar, it was stupid, and it was a bunch of fun. It is a bit irreverent. Um, if you're a fan of Dynamite comics, you know that you're going to a lot of what you're going to get with these titles. And me personally, I am not a big fan of Christmas. I don't really celebrate Christmas, but I do love these one shots. And this is by far the most ridiculous and hilarious holiday special I've read in the comic books. So get it if you can. Vampirella Helliday Special 2025. I hope you guys have had a great Christmas. Um, I encourage you that, we get excited about getting gifts and presents and, getting fancy food and all that. But the real gift is life and the love of family and friends. So treasure that, spend some time with that. And I will see you guys tomorrow with another comic book review. I think we're doing comic book reviews for the next couple of days. And then we're going to be doing the preview for what's coming up this week. Comic book unboxing on Wednesday. And then Thursday, we're doing yet another G.I. Joe unboxing. So we got plenty of stuff coming forward to keep you entertained and keep you informed in what's going on in comic book and action figures. And it looks like we're going to be doing a lot more unboxings throughout January as well. I have a couple of action figures that I've been waiting to unbox and waiting to film those. So, and then we got a few more that I'm looking at, especially a couple of GI Joes that are supposed to be coming out in January. I'm really excited about. So I'll see you guys next time. Until then, keep reading them books. I'm out. Silent night, holy night, always come, always bright. Now you're good and child. Hold me up and so tender, my sweet.